This video is focused on our phonics skill of the week, and I'm going to read you a sentence, and I want you to see if you can guess what the phonics skill of the week is. Okay, so the sentence is, Jay's playmate may start today. Jay's playmate may start today. Okay, did anybody guess AY? If you did, you were correct. The object that we're going to use to remember AY is crayons. And if you look right there, crayons has AY. AY says A. Now, at this point, we have 4 different ways to say, to spell A, the A sound. Okay, so I'm going to get my sand. And let's see if we can write the 4 ways to spell A. So I'm going to break my sand tray into 4 parts. All right. The first way that I know how to spell the long A sound is just A. Okay. The second way is A-E. That would be like if you had a sneaky E. The third way we learned probably 2 weeks ago was A-I. And then the way that we're learning this week is A-Y. Okay, so A, A-E, A-I, A-Y. Those are all ways to spell the long A sound. All right, let's look at a poem. Look at this poem. I'm going to zoom in a bit. All right. Today will be a wonderful day. Today I will be 8. I'll have a birthday party and I can hardly wait. My friends and I will play some games and then we'll get to eat. After that, I may open my presents. Today just can't be beat. So this has AY and AI. And I'm noticing that AY is at the end of all the words. So usually if you hear the long A, it's going to, at the end of the word, it's going to be spelled with an AY. All right. The next thing we're going to do is write some words that have AY. So what I want you to do is go get a piece of paper. Here's my paper. When we do these, we're practicing several things. One of the things that we're practicing is sounding out the words, but we're also practicing handwriting. Okay, so make sure that you're writing very neatly on these when we're doing these practices. Okay, the first word that we're going to spell is say. Okay, so I'm going to pound it, say. S-A. All right, write it. S-A. Say. All right, then we're going to rewrite it over here. All right, next word is K. Ready? K. K-A. K-A. I want you to notice how my letters sit on the line. You need to practice that and work on that as well, okay? C's sit on the line. Y's aren't way up here, okay? They're not floating out in outer space. So make sure you're putting your letters where they go. All right, number 3 is my little boy's favorite thing to do, and that would be play. Pull A. Pull A. Okay, I got messed up. Play. Pull A. Now you'll notice that this has 2 little lines. That's because it is a blend. pull, A. Play. Number 4, tray, tr, A. Another blend. And then number 5 is crayfish. Some people eat those. Crayfish. Cr, A, f, I, sh. Crayfish. Right? Cr, A, f, I, sh. Crayfish. Okay, we're going to skip these 3 and go to our red words. Our red words this week are could, know, knew, and often. Okay, could, knew, and often. All right, could. Remember, these are words that we're just going to have to memorize. Knew and often. Okay. Okay, this is the end of day 1. You can stop here, or you can keep watching, but you need to watch day 2 on day 2 as well if you keep watching. All right, the second thing that we're going to do, or actually the first thing we're going to do on day 2 is some syllabication. So I'm going to write a word, and then we're going to work on breaking it down into syllables. Okay, so the first word, I'll write it here, and I want you to write this with me. All right, remember we're going to mark our vowels, draw a bridge, mark our consonants in between the vowels, and then we're going to break it into syllables. Now, typically it is broken in between the consonants unless the consonants are working together to make one sound. All right, I want you to notice today that the U is in between 2 consonants. That means that it is closed. Closed vowels make the short sound. So because this vowel is between 2 consonants, I know that it's going to be a short vowel sound. Okay, let's read that part. Sub, sub. All right. Now, this one, that's the vowel team that we've worked on this week. And so that's going to be long. Okay. This Y is acting as a vowel. So this would be open, A. All right, let's put it together. Subway. All right, that can be 2 things. That can be a mode of transportation, or it can also be a sandwich. All right. The second word that we're going to look at is this word. All right, let's mark our vowels. Draw a bridge, consonant, consonant, and we're going to break it here. All right, again, we've got closed and open. Closed means that the vowel is in between 2 consonants, and it's going to make the short vowel sound. So we've got d, is, dis, open, a, dismay. All right, that would be that you were not happy. Dis is a prefix, and it means not. Okay, dis is a prefix, and it means not. Okay. All right, let's do one more. All right, we've got a vowel team. We've got another vowel. We've got a consonant. All right, we've got to decide where to break it. Because I recognize that word right here, hey, I'm going to break it after the word. So I've got open, and this is tricky, okay? It kind of looks closed, except this is the sneaky E, all right? So this would be sneaky E. So that's going to make that I say its name. So we've got h-a-r-i-d, hayride. That would be something that some people do in the fall, in the nice weather. They go on a hayride. All right. Okay. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a practice spelling test. Okay, so day 1, we learned the sounds. Day 2, we did the syllabication here, breaking down the words. Day 3 is going to be an assignment in Schoology, where you are going to read some sentences or a decodable reader on Schoology. And then day 5 is going to be a practice spelling test. Okay, and that's what we're going to do in the video right now. Okay, so get a piece of paper, and we're going to do a practice spelling test. Okay, had to turn our lights back on. Okay, practice spelling test. Okay, get a piece of paper, and first I want you to number 1 to 5. Let's try it a little differently this time. So what I want to try this time is let's go through all the words, and then I want you to press pause, and I want you to make sure you've written all the words, and then I want you to check it with my paper. Okay, so I'm not going to show you my paper this time, and I want you to do it yourself and see how you do. Okay. All right. Spelling word number 1 is tray. In the lunchroom, you would get a tray. Your paper can look similar to this. So number 1, tray. Number 2, stay. I have a hard time getting my little 3-year-old to stay in his bed. He wants to travel all over the house. All right, number 3, subway. Now remember, I'm writing the words after I say it, and then I'm going to show you the answers in a second. I want you to see how I did. Because remember, if you come back to traditional school, you will have a spelling test. And even if you don't come back until 3rd grade, you're going to have a spelling test. So you really need to be practicing this in virtual learning. All right. Number 4, payment. Now, some of these words you have not seen yet, but you should be able to use what you know about the sounds to write these words. Number 4, payment. Number 5, say. Use your pound and tap if you need to. We remember with the hand you're not writing with. Okay. Red words for this week. Number 1, could. Number 2, knew. I knew the answer. There's our lights again. And number 3, often. Okay. And then we're going to do one sentence. Okay, one sentence. All right, one sentence is, did he play in the haystack? Did he play in the haystack? Okay, I'm going to go over the words one more time. Number 1, tray. 2, stay. 3, subway. 4, payment. 5, say. Red words 1 is could. Red word 2, knew. Like I knew it. Red word 3, often. And the sentence, did he play in the haystack? Now remember, you can pause the video as many times as you need to. So if I went too fast, you can rewind and pause. All right, I'm going to leave you with the answers to the spelling test. And I want you to take the paper that you worked on, and I want you to check it against the answers. And then I would like for you to send me an email of how you did. Okay, so like if you got them all right, there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You'd put 9 out of 9. If you missed one, you would put 8 out of 9. So it looked like this. 8 out of 9. If you missed one. If you got them all right, you would put 9 out of 9. Okay? It is not for a grade. I just want to see how you did. All right, here's the answers. And you can pause there to check.